I have your attention, please. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
How ominous is that?
I was like, I can't tell if I'm entering Star Wars on the good side or the bad side.
Before we get going too far, I want to introduce, in case for those 2 or 3 people in the world who don't know Laura Hodos. This is Laura Hodos. She's one of my most favorite people in the whole wide world, and frankly, one of the whole wide world's favorite people in the whole wide world. Just one of those special
I feel
people.
like I should call my husband into the room so he can be like, can you listen to this?
There you go. Yep. But Laura's done a number of things for us. She's done a couple of cabarets. You've been in, is it 4 shows now, or?
I think 4.
4. Okay. Yeah.
I think that's right.
The I don't know. To Kill a Mockingbird.
Love List number 1.
To Kill something. Yeah.
Love List number 1. Killing Time. Beer
That's
for
it. Killing
Breakfast.
Time.
Oh, Jekyll and Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and Love List.
That's right. Yeah, so fine. The reboot.
What? I have a whole hand.
Yeah, you do. You have a whole hand. And speaking of Dr. Jekyll, I'm going to have to add that so everybody can watch the slides of Dr. Jekyll as we talk.
Oh my god! Yeah. Oh my gosh! Look at my face. That's awesome.
Yeah. But that.
Oh my god! That cravat.
I'll tell you what, that show turned out so well, but boy, talk about the 11th and a half hour.
That is
before
no joke.
Oh my God. I was, and the funny thing is, I had you and Scott, who were like 2 of the most creative and fun people. And I consider myself kind of fun, but for some reason
totally
we couldn't get what we wanted until the second run through in dress rehearsal.
Yeah. I don't know what it was about that show that was it was so scary. It's Scott. Scott only had to play 2 people.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Just both title characters. Whatever.
Yeah.
It's fine. He's so incredible and so wonderful. And
you had to play how many characters was it you played?
We decided it was 4. I feel like it was 14.
Yeah, that's probably
but several of them came back multiple times.
Oh God, oh yeah, over and over again, and especially that dinner scene where you had to have the little things on sticks, like right there. That
was one of our best ideas. I honestly believe.
That was
fantastic. That was so much fun. Once I finally got it, I remember losing my mind like just a little bit with that.
Oh, I remember you doing that too. Yep.
Oh God, I remember staying there. I'm like, I'm staying with the sticks. I gotta rehearse more with the sticks. Yep. I made fake sticks at home just so I could get the order. I feel like it's like playing vibraphone. You're like,
yeah. I never thought about that. You're right, but
you are right. And I think part of the thing was like we got to that final dress rehearsal and we still weren't having fun at all until we said let's do it again. And so finally, I don't know what happened, but I think Scott and I just let go.
Yeah, and I want to say I had this brilliant director's note that said, "Fuck it, just have fun."
I think you're right.
Screw it, just have fun.
Be like, it doesn't matter. The not that we would ever say this in front of the playwright, but the lines are not the important part. Like the lines aren't it. Like, could stop.
Okay.
Well, we would never say that.
Yeah.
But given the permission not to worry, the lines just came perfectly.
Yeah, and but oh my god, it ended up being such a hoot, and the audience loved it, and I loved what we came up with at the end with the whole gun thing of back and
Yes.
forth, and that
Oh
was so
my
much
gosh,
fun.
so funny. I forgot that. Oh my, it's in it. I forgot that trying to figure out how to work the ending took us
Yeah, it
took
took
us
us
a
forever.
long time,
Yeah,
and it finally came together so beautifully. But that's not what I remember about the show when I think back on it now. What I remember is that the thing that happened opening night with the guy in the audience ad-libbing. My fault. I understand. It was
well,
my
don't leave it up in the air. Tell people what
oh.
happened. This is after dark, baby. We're
Oh,
this is Stream-A-Thon after dark. So
I
feel free
also,
to
sidebar, I haven't seen most of these photos, and these are hilarious.
yeah
I absolutely love them. I'm cracking up because there's also moments where Scott is working so hard, and I'm just
yeah
standing there like,
yeah.
"You really think you're doing your best work there?" Uh, so, okay, one of the things that we discovered, in that final dress rehearsal when it finally gelled was that there needed to be more of a sense of play, right,
Hmm.
in
Yep.
the show. And
Yep.
so at one point, I don't remember even what the lines were at this point, but we gesture to a member of the audience and are like obviously this person, and that gentleman very kindly made a joke about uh the size of his endowment, as it were. and,
Yeah.
and the audience lost it,
Yeah.
we lost it, it's opening night,
Did he
and
say it, or did he did what did he say it, or did he do a gesture, or
I
did he do
believe
both?
I believe it was a gesture, but
Yeah.
there may have also been a sound. I don't know. I think the blood was rushing in my ears. Who even knows at this point? Oh gosh. But and then the audience is cracking up, and we are cracking up, and Scott is cracking. Scott's probably keeping it together because Scott's a
Hmm.
hashtag professional.
Right.
And I just I turned to him and I went, I have no idea where we are, meaning in the script, what the next lines
Yeah.
are,
Yeah.
where oh, there's me dead. That is the
Yeah.
most attractive. That new Facebook profile photo. I love it. That's hilarious. I love it so much. Um, and Scott, after I told him I didn't know where we were or what came next, Scott turns to me and he goes, "You did it to yourself."
Oh my God. So
And I
much
I
fun.
just started laughing harder because I'm like,
Yeah.
brain is trying to go a mile a minute, and he did. Now, to be fair, I don't think I said this, but he did eventually tell me what the next thing was. but,
Oh
but
God.
he left me hanging for like what felt like an hour, but was probably like milliseconds. But man, it felt like forever. Oh my gosh, I remember. Oh gosh, just about that show in particular, trying to like there was one point where it was, walk off stage and directly back on stage in a different piece
In
of
a different
costume.
yep. Yep.
And gosh, it was so funny because, if everything didn't line up right, you came
Hmm.
out like,
Yep. Yep.
this is going to be a great show.
Yep.
Oh, but that's the first time I ever got to do like they write those kind of multi-character shows, and it's generally for two guys. It's
Yep.
never, women don't ever get to play that. So this is the first time I ever got to do it, and oh my gosh, it was terrifying, but man, was it fun. It was so much fun. We had such a good
Yeah.
time.
Once we got there, it was fun.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was grueling and miserable until we got there.
Listen,
But
I'm in the room. Right.
oh, I know.
It was. I will say though, Scott I before every single day, every single show, we ran through the lines of the entire we could never rest.
Oh, I don't
There
doubt
was
it.
no resting with
Yeah.
that one. We ran through the lines of the entire thing for that one. Oh
Oh my
gosh,
God. Yep. And of course,
that was so fun.
another amazing. It was simple, but just an amazing set that Mike came up with the
That
panels
was
there.
oh my gosh, it was beautiful and
Hmm.
moody, like a thing, like because
beautiful,
can be
moody,
both.
and simple, which was
Yeah.
really nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
So no, it was.
Oh my gosh. I'm remembering all the little things like in the opera box. Those lines in the opera box were so hard to memorize,
Oh, I bet.
but they
Yeah.
were some of my favorite because they were so much fun.
And
There it is.
I had fun with there it is, yeah, and I had fun with it. I think that was when Scott went, "Oh, cats," because we
Right.
for the music for the show to start, the theme to cats came up.
Oh my god, that was so hilarious.
Oh my
Oh,
god. Oh my.
I love finally a picture where I'm not making a crazy face. Oh,
Yeah.
yay.
Well,
Oh my
you remember
so funny.
the first time we did a love list. I ended up doing a post of the many faces of Laura Hodos because
Oh yeah.
just in love list you had I had like God, it had to have been 30 different pictures that had you making a completely different face during this one show. And,
I
and I remember,
remember that.
yep.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to see if I can find that because that was
And And the
that made
funny
me
thing
laugh so hard.
is I thought that I had pissed you off or something because I put that up and I thought, oh God, she's gonna go, oh, this is so fun. And you didn't say anything, you didn't post anything. Got
Did I
oh
not?
shit, I pissed her off. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
was
don't
like,
even. Oh, I remember seeing it and laughing. That's hilarious.
yeah,
It so
but
much so that when I did Tale of the Allergist's Wife,
uh-huh.
I made a like a 9 square just like you had with
I
all of
remember
my
seeing
faces.
that. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because I was like, that's hilarious, and I need to I need to do that because that's too funny.
Yep.
Oh, we
Oh,
have to
there's a
find those.
face right there.
So many. I know, right? These are like such. I'm I'm
Did
crushing
you
the
not get
faces.
these pictures? I thought I sent these pictures to you.
No, not no, I don't think so, but if so,
Oh,
I need to look them back up because I should make a 9 base out of this. A nine,
yep.
I don't know. That's the 9 square. I don't really know what that's called,
I
but
don't know. I don't know either.
9 face is what this
Yeah.
person is coining
There
it.
you go. Yeah. The nine face
The
bucks,
9 face, the 9 face. Oh my gosh. Do you remember the love list the first time rehearsing in that? Who
Yeah,
owned
the
that?
Rotary
That
or
cute
hall
little
or
like
something.
rotary house, whatever it
Yeah.
was. It was like a
Yep.
little house. It was real cute.
Yep.
I remember that was oh my gosh. I was so nervous too because I like we hadn't worked together as a director and actor. We had
Oh,
only
that's
worked
true. Yeah,
together
you're right.
as
We hadn't. Yeah.
sound designer and
Mhm.
actor.
Mhm.
But I remember during why do I always forget the name of that show? The the one where the two guys come in and are trying to get the inheritance, and it was Jim Ballard and Ben Corbett.
Oh yeah, was that Leading Ladies? Was that it?
Leading Ladies.
Yeah.
Yes, when we did Leading Ladies together, and your sound design was so good. I was like, "Hey, can I get a list of your all your songs for the sound design?" And you're like, "That was a lot of work. I
Oh,
don't
I
know if
did
you
not do
deserve
that.
it." Oh, you like faked it on me. You
Oh,
like
did
faked
I
me out,
really?
and I was like, "Oh, okay. I'm sorry." And then you totally did.
What a
But
cad I was. What a cad.
but I was like, "Oh," because I'm like, our creative work is so what's the word? Like it's such a labor of love. Like I never want to be accused of being like that was AI. You didn't even do that or like stealing that work. I'm like, "Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. What?" Now
Yeah.
I just be like, "Hand it over, Smith."
Well, you know I would.
I'm hoping that if you reach your goal, you're gonna share the video of you singing your sound design scene change music
I don't have that
for
video. I don't have that video.
I don't worry. I'll send it. I have it. I'll send it. I know I sent it, but maybe it didn't come through to you because
Yeah, I don't think I yeah, I don't
and
think
I
I
know I
got it.
sent it to Nicole.
Uh
Of course, because of course, Nicole, our stage
yeah.
manager,
Yeah.
utterly brilliant, but needs to keep some blackmail
Well,
materials on hand just in case.
that's yeah, I don't know about utterly brilliant, but
But,
you know.
just to explain, I realize something I haven't even explained it is on the closing day, closing performance of the Love List, uh, just to add to the fun and frolic, all of the power went out. Well, not all of the power went out, actually, right? Like
Yep, nope,
half
not
of the
all of it.
power in the building went out,
Yep,
and it was the half with the theater in it.
right. Yep.
And so there's Gary and Nicole and Elizabeth Bachhoven, the miracle worker that she is, like running giant extension cords from other parts of the building and getting out like the battery powered lanterns that you do when there's
Yep.
like a blizzard or a hurricane,
Yep. Yep.
and us doing that. Oh my gosh, that is so hysterical. I just think about it now, like us
And
trying to like,
the audience just loved it. The audience
oh,
just
they loved
loved
it. And,
that.
but us trying to stay with like our faces to whatever light was available. Like,
Yeah.
find your light, Carol Ann.
Well, the thing that I thought was so cool about it was the I mean, because it happened right at the end of Act One when the lights went
Yes,
out.
yes.
And instead of the audience like grumbling and going, well, screw this, I'm going home. I mean, they immediately said, "We'll get out our phones and we'll give you the light. We want to see this second act."
Right, like
And
it's a Barry Manilow concert. They're like,
exactly,
"Eh."
yeah, exactly. And so they were 100% in. And
Yeah. Oh, and
then
then the
when
cheering when the lights went back on, that was amazing.
Yep, and then I think they also enjoyed the fact that doing what we have to do, the rules, because we changed the layout of the set with those extension cords and those extra things, had to bring you guys out before Act Two, so you could see all of the changes we made with the
Oh yeah.
yeah, so to make sure you guys saw where everything was, make sure you didn't trip when you came out, and that kind of stuff. And I think the audience enjoyed that. And of course, the barking dog that me and Liz did for whenever they'd walk down the hallway, because that was a sound effect we had. Um, which I
And it
don't
was
know if
so funny because Elizabeth was the big dog and you were the little dog,
that's
and
what
that
I'm
was
like,
like
yeah,
so
yeah,
beautiful.
yep. And um, and I don't know how many people in the audience of that for that show even noticed the nuance of that sound design that I
Oh, that
had,
was so
because
cool. Yes.
where the dog barked whenever Mark's character would come down the hallway, or whenever
Mhm.
Scott's character came down the hallway, but it never barked when you came down the hallway, because you weren't coming down the hallway. You were just vaporized, vapor appearing and vapor disappearing after the door shut. And
I
uh,
love that
yeah, and it was like, I'm
because
sure
I don't
nobody
think we did
said
that. I don't remember that from the first time. Did we do
we
that the
didn't.
first time?
We no, we
No.
didn't. We didn't.
I love that. I love that
Uh,
when clever ideas come up second time around, it makes you feel like
Exactly. Well,
I
and
love that.
that was one of the reasons I wanted to do it again, is because I remember that. I mean, every show I do this with, but with Love List in particular, and Mind Game as well, which we also redid
Oh
this past year.
yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I there would, after the show was done and we had finished, it'd be like, "Damn, why didn't I do this? Damn, why didn't I do that? Oh, this would have been a good idea." And so I got to incorporate some of those things I thought of back in 2015 when we did Love List the first time, to incorporate that in. But
Oh my gosh, I don't remember anything weird happening during Love List number 1.
no, I don't
Anything
either
strange
really.
happen?
Yeah, I don't know as if anything. Yeah, I can't think of anything that was strange that happened,
Nope.
um, which is weird for my shows that there is.
And for a show like that with so many moving parts,
Yeah, yeah,
and so many costume changes and so many like Killing Time, it felt like such a vacation. You're like, "Oh, one costume for the whole
yeah,
thing? Okay.
yep. There you
Pardon me
go.
while I'm on my break."
Yeah, and but uh, it, the I'm trying to. I hardly remember Killing Time. I hardly remember anything, but um, but
Listen, you've
uh,
been through a lot.
yeah, I
It's
have been
fine.
through a lot. But then also, we got you brought your cabarets here, um,
Ah,
and that was so much fun.
that was so much fun. I just remember being like, "Hey, Gary, what do you like? Maybe let's do this. What do you think?" And you're like, I think it was only over the phone. I don't even think we were videoing at that one. And I just remember there being like a silence and me being like, he hates this. He hates this idea. He hates me. He hates everything. And then you're like, cool, sounds good. How about if we? And I'm like, oh, oh, this is gonna happen.
It would be really hard for me to say no to you.
Oh,
Because
hold on, note to
yeah,
self.
well, you should already know that. You pretty much have me wrapped around your finger.
I
With things.
listen, for anyone watching and everyone watching, I maintain I make a coconut cake.
Oh,
Um,
holy shit! That coconut cake. Oh my god! And I
I'm
don't
pretty
even like
sure, yeah,
coconut, and that was
that's
so
the
good.
weirdest part that you don't like coconut, but
Yeah.
but I bribe Gary with coconut cake so that I get to come back to Ensemble stage. And that and I think that's fair. That's completely fair as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, but the thing about it is, I would, I would to get you here to do a show, especially a show like Beer for Breakfast or Love
Ah,
List or
so
whatever.
much fun.
Um, I would do whatever it took to get you to come here to do that. I mean, and there have been times when I forget, I want to say maybe it was Beer for Breakfast at one point that we wanted to do, but you weren't available, and I was like, okay, well,
Yes.
we're not going to do it. We're not going to do it then.
Yeah, we had to
I'll
wait.
wait.
You waited a year.
Yep,
Uh, I don't
yep.
remember what I was doing that summer. It was probably something not nearly as fun because I
And then
loved Beer for Breakfast.
yeah, and then
I loved that show.
and
Oh
and
gosh,
then of,
that was so fun.
and then of course you had to go and you know screw up your leg or whatever it is, and it was like, ugh, but
All of a sudden, for anybody who doesn't know, I managed in a different show, not an ensemble stage. I completely tore my ACL and meniscus, and it was supposed to be the summer that we were coming up to do Jekyll and Hyde, and I called Gary and Lisa, and I was like, "Hey, so I have to have surgery, and I don't know, you might want to like recast the show and whatever." And y'all said, "Laura, if we have to do the show with you in a wheelchair or on crutches, that's what we'll do." I'm like,
yeah.
and then the tears kept flowing, and it was an
Well,
ugly cry too. It was like ugly cry.
oh God, I'm
I was
glad I
so
didn't see that one then.
Yeah, no
Oh my
kidding,
God.
right? Not cute. And that was this show. That was Jekyll and Hyde, the one that's the
Oh,
slideshow
that's
that's
right.
up now.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep,
For some reason,
yep.
I was thinking. For some reason, I was thinking it was Beer for Breakfast, but no, it was Jekyll and Hyde.
It was
That
Jekyll and Hyde. Yeah.
yeah.
And that was the biggest worry because I knew I was gonna have to change costume and
Oh God, well, that would have
Lisa
been
and
so
oh gosh,
funny in
I
a
forgot.
wheelchair, though. Holy shit, that would have been funny. Oh my God.
You would have needed an extra person to like
Oh my God,
just
that would have
give
been
me a sensible
fun.
shove through the curtain. Although we could have done a great gag with me just going all the way across at
Exactly.
some
Yeah.
point. Ah,
Exactly. You
how
go
did we miss
wheeling
out on
across.
that?
Bye. All right.
Scott,
Third.
get ready. Get ready.
Yep.
We're doing it again.
Second remounting of Jekyll and Hyde, and
Oh my god. I would have to start learning those lines literally right now.
oh my God, yeah. That's that was a lot for. I mean, both of you, but
Yeah.
and
But Scott had
and
done it before, so
y- well, that's true. He had done it before, so
but he
that
got
did
his
make
back
it easier
because
for
he
him.
hadn't done Love List before, and he had so many lines in the Love List that
Yep, and you had
yeah,
done the
that was
love list before, and
and I
Mark
had
had
done
done the love
yeah,
list before. So yeah, that you got your payback on that one. But
exactly, finally. Oh, but he was great. There is nothing like having a partner who anytime you say, "Can we please run lines?" they just say yes. And he always, every time for Jekyll and Hyde, he said
I
yes.
know, and surprisingly enough, you don't find them out there that often.
Yeah.
Which I don't get. It was like, oh my God, hell yeah, any chance?
Anytime.
Yeah,
I will always say yes to that because gosh, that's how discovering things just in when it gets to the silly point,
yep,
when it gets to
yep,
the silly point rehearsal and you discover something, you go, "Oh, how did we not think?" I love those moments. They make it such joy. I swear, it's so fun.
yep.
I
Oh my
love it
God.
so much.
But
Anything
anyway,
weird
so
happen in Beer for Breakfast? I don't think so either. I just remember, okay, Beer for Breakfast. What I remember is, it was winter and we were going out in the snow and whatever, and I had to take I had giant spray bottles with Justin Chapman backstage, and we had to because I had to come back in soaking wet, and so
right,
just spraying me so that I would drip
spraying you
when I
down
went.
so you'd be dripping wet when you came in. Yeah, because the conceit of it was in the middle of winter and you went out there and oh my God. But that was a
Oh
fun
my
show
gosh,
too.
that was hilarious. That was so funny. in the just in the backstage being like
Yeah.
coming in looking like a wet dog.
Spritzing you up, and it was never enough for me. Lisa got so pissed at me because
Oh,
I was like,
really?
"Oh God, yeah," because you'd come back out. I was like, "No, it needs to be wetter. She needs to be wetter. Spray her." And Lisa would get so worked up about, that costume. I can't blah 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 blah, and and she was absolutely 100% right, but I didn't
Sure,
see
but
it that way. It was nah,
no.
I wanted to come in because the funny was the dripping. That was the funny of it all.
Agreed.
You
The
know.
funny was the dripping.
Yep.
And oh my gosh. Okay, so spoiler. I remember all the guys having to try to get their pants off on stage, right? Because
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
they were gonna go do like a polar plunge.
Yep. Yep. That's right.
And I remember the day of trying to work out the logistics of the guys trying to get their pants off.
Yeah.
You'd think the stressful thing would be like, oh, I'm going to be wearing no pants in front of the audience, but that wasn't it. It was like,
No.
how do I do this without like falling down, falling over, or taking my scanties
Yeah.
down with my pants?
Yeah. Yep. No, that was. Oh my
Oh, that
God.
was so great.
But
Oh my
and
god.
I just want to touch base with everybody. The reason we're doing this is to help us raise some money for Ensemble Stage. So we're doing our Giving Tuesday a month ahead of time, and we're if you are interested in donating to Ensemble Stage, we made it really simple because I guess it was there was a problem with the link last time. So now, as it says down there at the bottom, just go to ensemblestage.com, click the donate now button, and it'll take you right there, and you'll be able to donate and be good. And we would certainly appreciate it, even if it's $1, $5, $2, $10, $5,000, whatever you want to do.
No donation is too small
That's
or
right,
too
or
large.
too large, exactly. So it would be awesome, and it would certainly help out our cause and get us over that hump to next year and everything, and get us. We're going to be doing our Christmas show, and one of these days we've got to have you come out and we got to suck it up and have you be our first female host of our Christmas show. Is what we got to do.
Oh my gosh, yes, please. I want to do that. So I might even see snow. Like
Oh God, yeah, yeah. Sometimes too much. We've
I mean,
really lucked out. I mean, in our years of doing since 2010, well,
mhm.
2009 for that matter, for the Christmas show, we've only had 3 times where we had to cancel a show. Um,
That is
yeah,
amazing.
for up here, that really is. I
Yeah.
mean, we would get tons of snow like the week before, or we'd get tons of snow during rehearsals, or we'd get tons of snow right after we closed. But we've been really lucky that we haven't had to deal with that. But this year we're doing something. I'm a little bit nervous about that as well because we normally do 5 shows over the course of 2 weekends, and but this year we're doing 3 weekends. So
Oh,
we've added another weekend because the show's gotten so darn popular, our Christmas show, and people are coming to, and that's why they were so pressing us um, after everybody realized that okay, the town's going to get back to shape and we're going to be good, and people just immediately started you're going to do the Christmas show, you're going to do the Christmas show, right? Because it was important, and
yeah.
it helped with the it brings people up here to see our Christmas show. Those people go to restaurants and they spend the night and all that kind of fun stuff. And so, and not to mention, especially this year above all years, after all the crap we had to go through with the hurricane and everything, just to
Yeah.
give people that the town deserves it, especially the way they have handled this hurricane stuff. This town more than deserves to have a Christmas show to be
Yes.
able to enjoy and start bringing guests back up here to the high country. So that's we're gonna do that. Come hell or high
Oh,
water, we're gonna do that. So
I love it. I'm so glad. That makes me so happy. It's
well,
literally like it's like you are living out the end of It's a Wonderful Life, you know? It's like you're bringing it to the town and it's gonna happen.
See, it took me it took me a while to even see the end to watch the end of the wonderful It's a Wonderful Life, because
Yeah.
Lisa used to get so mad at me because I would
Oh,
watch It's a Wonderful Life until Potter found the money that the brother left in the thing, and then I left the room. I just I didn't want to see that. No, I it was no. I had no desire to see what happened after that. And Lisa would
right.
get so mad at me.
And she
And
was right too. And she was right to be mad.
uh, I,
Ah,
I
ah.
mean, yes, the very end is wonderful, but
Yeah.
getting there, I was so pissed off at Potter and you know and all that stuff, and then having him having to see his life with
Yeah.
don't get me started on It's a Wonderful Life, because I could go on and on.
I didn't realize you had such strong feelings about It's a
Oh, I
Wonderful
did.
Life.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
had no idea.
yeah.
But
It
now
wasn't
I
probably a couple of years ago was the first time I had actually watched from when Potter finds the money and doesn't tell George that he found it
yeah.
to the end of the show. That probably about 2, maybe 3 years ago was the first time I'd seen it.
Wow.
Yep. Yeah. Hey
That's
man, I stuck to my guns.
you really
Eh,
did. I've never seen the final 6 episodes of The Sopranos
I've never seen
either.
any of The Sopranos, so
I've watched I've watched all of The Sopranos except for the last like, there's a last half season,
mhm.
wrapping it up, and I think I never want it to end, so, like, I kind of get your Wonderful Life, like, conundrum, so I still have never I've never seen the end, and I've seen literally every other episode, and I never watched
And see,
the
now
end of it.
people are going to chuckle because if they know me and if they kind of know me, or they peripherally know me, this next comment they're going to go, "What?" I felt that same way about the Gilmore Girls. I did not want to see the new Gilmore Girls because I was afraid it wasn't going to be as good as
Yes.
the series that I fell in love with, and I loved that show. And and yes, I'm a heterosexual male, but I loved the Gilmore Girls. And you and me have these opposite opinion on who the right guy was. You kept
Oh, that is true. But
you,
that I am a
you're in the
it's
Jess
funny
camp, which is so wrong. That is so
what?
wrong. Jess is
What?
no. Don't get me started on
Not
Jess.
Logan, though. Come on, right?
That would I was a Logan
No,
guy.
no, no, that no. Hard no.
Certainly not the whiny boy. At the beginning, what
Dean?
was Dean? Yes,
Dean?
Dean, whiny Dean. Oh, good
I couldn't
lord.
go. I wanted it to be like my heart wanted it to be Dean, but my head knew like Dean wasn't it.
No,
Like I knew.
no. Dean was a walking James Taylor song. It was just oh my god.
But you're right. I almost didn't like I was so obsessed with the Gilmore Girls that they did a Luke's pop-up in
Did they
my
really?
town. Yeah,
Oh, I didn't
and
know that.
we went and me and 2 other friends went and got up, like, at the insane crack of dawn, which was for me probably, like, 7, and went
Mhm.
and got online so we could go to the Luke's pop-up shop. It
Oh
was
my
so
god.
fun. But I'm with you, like, I was a little afraid to watch A Year in the
Yeah,
Life too, 'cause,
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
think
And
it was like okay, spoiler just in case, Rory doesn't come off so well in
oh
that.
no. See,
I
I'm glad I
feel
haven't
like
seen. Then that seals it. I'm not going to watch it. Yeah,
but
that seals it.
Lorelai has the most awesome, wonderful moments. So that's
Well,
unfortunately, if you can get someone to go through and just edit out Rory and just make it the
yeah.
Lorelai story, then that would be a winner.
Oh my god. I had such a crush on Lorelai. Oh my god.
I
And
wanted to be Lorelai, like
I,
100%,
I couldn't imagine any woman not wanting to be Lorelai. Oh my god.
right? One of my favorite Lorelai lines when they two of them are in the car and I think Rory says we should eat some vegetables, and Lorelai said our burgers had lettuce on it, and Rory goes, "You picked the lettuce off," and she goes, "But it left its essence."
Yeah.
That's me, literally
Oh my
me.
god. That was such good writing. Such good writing.
Oh,
Just
so that's
it
probably
was.
why I like the marvelous Mrs. Maisel. Well, that half and half with the costumes because
And
Amy
see,
Sherman Palladino is so
you
brilliant.
say that, but
Yeah,
I have tried to watch that 3 times, and it's like, eh.
No.
Yeah,
Ah.
Yeah, but I've heard that from other people. Well, if you like the Gilmore Girls, you'll love this. I'm like, nah, I'm not there. I'm not there.
Yeah.
But
I really liked it, but the costuming was like half and half with the writing for me on that one. However, I did. Did you ever watch the short-lived Bunheads that she wrote
no.
with Sutton? It had Sutton Foster. It had everyone from Gilmore Girls in it, but it also had Sutton Foster and it had Ellen Green,
Oh, really?
right? So, and the writing in that was so Gilmore Girls. Like Kelly
Hmm.
Bishop was in like all the cool kids from Gilmore Girls
Oh, wow,
were in
wow.
it. Yeah.
Oh my God.
But it wasn't a great show, but the writing was good, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, I just loved it.
Look at how we've digressed.
Oh, sorry.
How the
Right.
hell did we get? How the hell did we get there?
However, we found an idea for a fundraiser, and apparently that is a screening of our favorite Gilmore Girls moments.
Yeah,
People will do like a
exactly.
Sound of Music sing along.
Oh
We will
yes,
do
yeah,
a
yeah, yeah.
Gilmore Girls a thon,
Yep. There you go.
and we can do
These,
it like Mystery Science Theater 3000 style.
oh my God, yeah. But the problem is those movies are so bad. You don't mind talking over them. I couldn't do much talking because I would just sit there and watch Gilmore Girls. You
That's a good
know.
point. But maybe that's what people want. And when someone does try to make a comment, it's our responsibility to be like, shh.
Shh. That's
Kelly
it.
Bishop is talking.
Yeah. Oh, and I'll tell you what. One more thing on that because
Yeah.
oh my God, I loved Lorelai's parents.
I
Oh my
mean,
God.
Edward Herman and Kelly Bishop, they could do no wrong.
Kelly
Period.
Bishop is, oh my God, so funny, so, so incredibly funny.
I
And
saw a meme and I can't remember her character's name on Gilmore. What was her mom's name on Gilmore? Emily.
Emily,
Emily
that's it.
Gilmore.
Yep.
A meme of Emily Gilmore, like one of her like faces, and it said, imagine being the server who tries to get her to scan a QR code for the menu, and I was like, Emily could never,
Oh God, no.
never.
Oh,
But
holy
she would
crap.
have a brilliant Emily Gilmore / Maggie Smith in Downton Abbey quip to say about it that Amy Sherman Palladino would write that I don't know. But it would be brilliant and cutting and edgy. I'll come up with something at some point.
Yeah, there you go. Oh my God. See, I can only imagine because right now I'm in the 13th hour. I can only
Oh my
imagine where I'm going to be in the 22nd hour if I go off on this Gilmore Girls tangent for 20 minutes. Oh my God.
I mean, you're gonna go through all of your favorite series, and
Oh,
it's gonna be
I know.
amazing. It's just
Yep.
gonna go from one to the other.
Yep. We'll do a West Wing segment and we'll do a
There
Gilmore
you
Girls
go.
segment. And oh my God.
Amazing.
Yep.
Ted Lasso segment.
Oh God.
Ted
Yeah.
Lasso.
Yeah. 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 Yeah, yeah, that's it.
I did
You know,
see
and I
Fairly.
just now thought of this. You're Ted Lasso.
Oh, I love that.
You're the real life Ted Lasso. That's who you
I
are.
mean, I do have I think my Ted Lasso book is actually sitting on the side table right now. Even I love that. I did hear somebody just posted something from a fairly reputable source that said season 4 is
30.
going to happen.
Yeah, yeah, I've heard that too. That's another thing I'm nervous about, though. Number one, is
Yeah.
Ted even going to be in it?
That's a
And
good question.
how does he get back over? Yeah, I don't. I'm afraid I might pull a Gilmore Girls thing on that and go, yeah, I don't know if I could watch that. Just
I will watch it for you and tell you if it's good.
Yeah, there you go. That would be great.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I won't be able to not watch it.
I've taken up enough of your time here, but
I love it so much.
I loved talking with you as I always do, and you're just one of the most wonderful people and people don't believe me when I tell them that. And I remember when Elizabeth Bachhoven, I well, I told you about that where I would talk about you and she even got to the point where, oh well, Laura's coming in town, so I guess that makes you happy. and I always, yes, it does actually. It does make me happy.
And I
though.
almost feel guilty about it, but then I don't feel guilty at
Yeah.
all about it. I'm like,
But then,
whatever.
but the funny thing about it is after you did arrive and
Yeah.
she worked with you, then
We had
she,
the best time together.
yeah, and she said, "Okay, Gary, you're right." And it's like, I told you. That's yes. I wouldn't lie
It
to
might
you.
have just been the coconut cake that won her over. I'm not sure. But
No,
again,
no. You
I
won me
just
over
love
way
that the
before the
woman who
coconut cake.
created that coconut cake came and saw the show too. Like
I know. That was awesome.
that was so flippin' cool. Oh,
Yep.
that was just so
That was such a fun show. All right, dear. I'm going to let you go. Thank you so much for joining me tonight, and I'm sure
my
I'll be
pleasure.
playing.
Yay, I'm so happy
I'll
to see
be
your face.
I'll be playing. I'm sure playing this again at about 4 o'clock in the morning for all those late night of Stream-A-Thon after dark. We'll be doing
Right? All our friends in Tokyo that are stream-a-thoning after dark.
exactly.
I love
All
it.
right. Thank you, dear.
Yay, love you so much. Thank you for having me.
Love you too. All right. Bye.
Bye.